In the sleepy village of Umudim, where the evening breeze carried soft whispers and mango trees laying like curious old folks, lived a woman everyone called Mama Nkiru. Nobody knew her real age. Some guessed 80, others swore she was past 100. But when she strolled to the village square, her skin glowed like smooth silk under the sun. Her waist curved like a young girl. Her laugh was warm, full and bright, without a hint of age. Her hands, soft, steady, too perfect for someone so old, moved like they were dancing. People wondered, of course. They stared when she danced at weddings, her hips swaying like she was 20. They gawked when she tied her wrappers tight, her curly hair shining like gold in the sunlight. But nobody asked her secrets. Those who did either vanished or came back looking older than their own grandmothers, with sunken cheeks and trembling hands. So folks smiled, nodded, and called her Mama Nkiru, their voices polite but their eyes cautious. She ran a small salon in the back of her yard, a rickety wooden room with cracked walls, chipped mirrors, faded posters of old hairstyles, and a heavy smell of hair cream mixed with something sharp like iron. Every girl who walked in left looking like a star. Their braids gleamed, their edges were perfect, their faces glowed brighter than ever. But a few days later, something always went wrong. They got tired, their bones hurt, some limped, others lost handfuls of hair. A few disappeared, their huts left with dirty plates and untouched mats. The lucky ones came back to the village bent over, their skin thin like dried leaves, their hair grey and brittle. People whispered about it, but only when the wind was loud enough to hide their words from Mama Nkiru's gate. What they didn't know or wouldn't admit was that Mama Nkiru wasn't using fancy creams or foreign oils. She was stealing their youth, one braid at a time. Long ago, she learned a dark secret. A woman's life, her energy, her dreams, her beauty lived in her hair, especially when it was thick and full. Her soft hands were her tools. Every braid she made a quiet spell. Every twist took a piece of life. Over the years, she stole youth from many women. The worst was her own daughter, Uju. Uju was brighter than anyone, with laughter and music. Skin like the sunrise, and hair so thick it seemed to hold the sky. But Mama Nkiru got scared. Her own beauty was fading. A wrinkle by her eye, a patch of dull skin. One stormy night, while Uju slept, Mama Nkiru braided her hair, whispering strange words with every twist. By morning, Uju looked 60. Her teeth wobbled. Her laugh was gone. By night, she was dead. Mama Nkiru cried at her grave, tears falling not just from sadness, but from guilt and fear. She swore she would stop, but deep down, she knew she wouldn't. Her granddaughter Chidinma was next. Chidinma was clever. After one braid, she felt tired and saw a wrinkle on her face. Her hair thinned. Her bones ached. She ran through the village yelling, "She stole my beauty! Look at me!" But nobody helped. The villagers watched from their doorways, silent. Chidinma was sent away, and no one spoke of it again. Then came Ijoma. She was 17, full of life, with skin that glowed like sunlight, and hair so thick it seemed to carry blessings. Her eyes sparkled with dreams, and her smile could hush a crying baby. But Ijoma was different. She didn't chase boys or dance at every party. She loved books. She dreamed of cities with tall glass buildings and streets that lit up at night. She ran a tiny library at the village's edge, a dusty room stuffed with torn novels, old Bibles, and donated school books. Every evening, Children sat on woven mats, eyes wide as she read them stories of faraway places and brave heroes. Ijeoma was a Christian in a village where shrines flickered at night and people left yam and palm wine at crossroads. She prayed under the stars, read her Bible before bed, and wore a small silver cross around her neck. Her mother, Mama Ebere, always warned her, pressing warm hands on Ijeoma's head. Not everyone who smiles wants you well, Ijeoma. There are old things in this world only God can save you from. Be careful who touches your hair. Ijeoma listened at first. Umudim was a place that felt alive, wrapped in beauty and secrets. Red dots stuck to bare feet as kids ran through the paths. Moonlight broke through palm leaves, casting shadows that danced like ghosts. At night, crickets hummed, missing with faint songs from hidden shrines. The air smelled of roasted yams, river water, and something earthy, like the ground itself, was breathing. Old paths wound past baobab trees, where shrines hid, their stones stained with palm oil and chicken blood, offerings gone by dawn. Villagers avoided those paths after dark, whispering about shadows that moved alone. One evening, Ijeoma and her best friend Ngozi sat under the big almond tree outside the library, the sun sinking into the hills. Ngozi twirled her new braids, shiny and neat. "Mama Nkiru can make your hair look like a queen's," she said, grinning. "Come with me next time. Everyone goes." Ijeoma frowned, closing her Bible gently. "I don't know, Ngozi. Mama says not to let just anyone touch my hair. It feels wrong." Ngozi laughed, her voice light. "You worry too much, EJ. It's just hair. Mama Nkiru is nice. She gave me oranges last week." Ijeoma smiled a little, but her chest felt tight like a warning. Mama Nkiru didn't push. She was patient. She sent Ijeoma sweet mangoes from her yard. She praised her in the market, calling her our shining star, so everyone heard. She visited the library, pretending to love books, making the children giggle with her jokes. Slowly, Ijeoma's walls came down. Maybe Mama Nkiru was just kind. Maybe the stories were just old gossip. Ijeoma wasn't just a dreamer. She was fighting for something. She saved every coin she earned from selling groundnuts, hiding them in a tin under her mat, dreaming of university in a big city. She would trace maps in old textbooks, whispering names like Lagos and Abuja, imagining herself in a classroom with bright lights. At night, she and Mama Ebere prayed together, their voices soft. Ebere's hand braiding Ijeoma's hair with love, humming old hymns. Those moments made Ijeoma feel safe, like nothing could touch her. Ngozi though was different. She wanted to be a movie star, her laugh loud and her dreams big. She would pose like an actress in the markets, making people smile, but deep down she craved attention, which made her blind to Mama Nkiru's charm. Mama Ebere too had a past. She and Mama Nkiru grew up together, sharing secrets as girls. Ebere always felt something dark in her friend, but fear kept her quiet. One hot afternoon, while Mama Ebere was visiting her sister in another town, Ngozi burst into the library, her new braids swinging. "Ijeoma, come. Mama Nkiru is free tonight, and she will braid your hair for free." Ijeoma hesitated. Her Bible was open. A verse marked in red, "Do not give what is holy to dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine." Her hands shook as she closed it, but Ngozi was pulling her arm, laughing, her joy too hard to resist. Ijeoma, young and curious, wanting to fit in, followed. The beads at Mama Nkiru's salon clinked like tiny bells as they stepped inside. The room was dark, lit by one flickering candle. The air was thick, sweet and heavy, like hair cream mixed with something old and bitter, like rotten earth. The cracked mirror showed Ijeoma's nervous smile, her hair falling like soft shadows down her back. Mama Nkiru turned, her smile too wide, too perfect. "My child, you came. Sit, sit." "Just simple braid," Ijeoma whispered. "Nothing fancy." "Of course," Mama Nkiru said, her voice sweet as honey. "Relax, you are safe." As the comb slid through her hair, Ijeoma felt a cold shiver, like ice on her spine. She pushed it away. The candle flame jumped, as if something unseen brushed it. Mama Nkiru's fingers were quick but gentle, her hum low, like a song from a forgotten time. The beads clinked slowly, each one like a heartbeat. Ijeoma's cross necklace felt heavy, pressing against her chest. She wanted to run, but her leg felt stuck, her heart torn between fear and trust. The salon felt alive. The walls creaked like they were breathing. Shadows stretched long and thin, coiling like fingers. The mirror flickered, and for a moment, Ijeoma thought she saw another face, pale, hollow with eyes like holes. She blinked and it was gone. Mama Nkiru wasn't always this way. Long ago, she was a young mother, her baby sick and dying. In despair, she wandered to a forest shrine, where a voice offered her youth forever if she paid the price. Her first victim was her best friend, a girl who trusted her. Mama Nkiru still heard her screams in quiet moments. Sometimes, her hands shook as she braided, remembering Uju's face. But the fear of growing old was stronger than her guilt. That night, alone in her salon, Mama Nkiru sat before a black clay pot. Its surface scratched with strange marks that seemed to move. A single strand of Ijeoma's hair lay inside, soaked in dark oil and herbs that smelled of decay. She whispered words that made the air heavy, her voice rough like dry leaves. "Spirit of life, take her light, give it to me." The pot hissed, smoke twisted like snakes. Her body trembled, then steadied. Her skin tightened, her lips grew full. She laughed, sharp and cold, her eyes bright with victory. Ijeoma walked home, her braids clicking softly. At first, she felt okay. Her reflection in a shop window made her smile. She looked beautiful. But then her back ached, her knees wobbled, her chest felt tight, like she couldn't breathe right. The village looked strange, the stars too dim, the air too heavy. Her braids felt like rope pulling her down. She stumbled into her house, collapsing by the table. Her Bible was there, but her arms were too weak to reach it. Her skin burned, her lips cracked, her hair felt dry like straw. Tears fell as she whispered, "Mommy, I should have listened." The next morning, she woke to find grey strands in her hair. Her hand shook as she touched her face. Her skin was dull, her eyes tired. She tried to stand, but her legs gave out. Her dreams of cities and books felt far away, like they belonged to someone else. She dragged herself to Ngozi's house, knocking weakly. Ngozi opened the door, but she was a shadow of herself, cheeks sunken, eyes empty, back bent. Her braids hung limp. "It's too late," she croaked, tears falling. Ijeoma fell into her arms. "What did we do?" "Mama Nkiru," Ngozi whispered. "She took it all." They held each other, trembling like leaves in a storm. Ijeoma's heart broke. No prayer could fix this. No doctor could help. Her dreams, her beauty, her life, gone. The village knew but stayed quiet. Elders told kids to avoid Mama Nkiru's gate, but never said why. Market women whispered about missing girls, then stopped when her name came up. Once, an old man named Okonkwo tried to confront her, but he came back looking ancient, his eyes haunted. Now he lived alone, warning kids like Ijeoma, but always late. Days passed. Ijeoma grew weaker. She tried to fight. One night, she slipped to Mama Nkiru's salon, her hair pounding, hoping to smash the clay pot. The birds clinked as she crept inside. The pot sat in the corner, glowing faintly, its marks pulsing. She raised a stone to break it, but whisper filled the air, cold, angry voices. Invisible hands brushed her neck, pushing her back. She ran, sobbing, her strength gone. When Mama Ebere returned, she found Ijeoma coiled on her mat, barely breathing, her hair grey, her face like an old woman's. Ebere screamed, her heart breaking. She ran to the village square begging for help, but people turned away, their eyes guilty. She marched to Mama Nkiru's gate, shouting her name, but the elders pulled her back, whispering, "You will only make it worse." Ijeoma's death was called a tragedy, a mystery. Nobody named Mama Nkiru. Life went on. New crops, new weddings, new whispers. In her salon, Mama Nkiru braided a new girl's hair, her smile sharp, her eyes hungry. The candle flickered, casting shadows that didn't match her shape. Outside, a faint scream drifted on the wind, unheard by the village. But in a quiet corner, a young girl clutched a cross like Ijeoma's, refusing Mama Nkiru's mangoes. Her eyes were sharp, watching, waiting. Would she escape, or would she fall? The wind still whispers in Umudim, "Don't let her touch your hair." But Mama Nkiru is still there, glowing, smiling, waiting.